Greetings, everyone. Do you know that God sees more in you than you see in yourself? In Judges chapter 6, verse 11 to 16, we find that God calls us not based on who we are, but on what we can do through Him, or what He can do through us as well. So here we find Gideon in a hiding place in this book. He is not fighting, he is not leading, he is hiding, threshing wheat in a wine press, trying to survive. Then the angel of the Lord appears and says something crazy to him. The Lord is with you, you mighty man of valor. Judges chapter 6, verse 12. In his mind, he asks himself, mighty? Valor? Gideon is in a hole. He is afraid from the weakest tribe and the smallest family. But here's the truth. God does not call you based on your fear. God calls you by your future. God calls you by what or the ability He sees in you. So, number one, we find that God calls you where you are. Gideon wasn't at the pulpit when he was being called. He wasn't on the battlefield when he was being called. He was in a wine press, very afraid. He was feeling tiny or small, unsure of anything that could take place. God meets you in a mess to call you into your mission. This is what we see with Gideon. God usually appears when you are in your lowest, when you are in a mess or you are messed up. That is when He appears and calls you into your mission. You don't have to get it all together before God uses you. No. Secondly, God sees what you don't see. Gideon saw weakness. God saw a warrior in him. This is what, when we look in the mirror, we see about ourselves. In ourselves, we see that we are not enough. We are too broken and we are too messed up. But this is what God sees in us. He sees purpose, He sees potential, He sees power, but through Him. In Judges chapter 6, verse 16, the Bible says, surely I will be with you, God said, and you shall defeat the Midianites as one man. This is God's promise to Gideon. Look at this. This is the only thing you need. This is the only thing Gideon needed. God being with him. This is the only thing we need. God is with you, or God is with me. The only thing we need is God being with us. Nothing more. Thirdly, God uses obedient, not perfect people. Gideon had doubts. He asked for signs. He was afraid. But the good thing is that he was obedient. He obeyed God's call. God didn't wait for Gideon to be fearless. He waited for him to be faithful. Thereby, we find that small steps of obedience can lead to big moves of God. The small steps of obedience to God can lead to a very big change in the kingdom. So let us have this in mind, that in everything that we do, we need to be obedient to God so as to be used. Here is a question as I conclude. Are you in the wine press? Are you hiding? Are you doubting? Feeling too small? God says this: I am with you. God says this: you are more than what you think. And He says this: let us go. Therefore, it is not about how strong you are, but how present God is. God bless you so much.